All right, I wanted to record live a kind of like an SEO audit. Nobody's asked me to do this. This is just gonna be a random business. So let's see. Let's do um pressure washing Pensacola. Well, no, uh, what pressure washing? Well, actually, let's do it in incognito. Talking, testing, one, two, three. All right, so I wanted to do a quick like SEO audit just to help people out. Let's see, what could I search up? So let's do like pressure washing. I don't want to do a city I've done before. Um, let's do Houston. Okay, so let's not go to the top rated guys that are showing up ranked number one. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's scroll down a little bit. So let's go to here, 42. Let's see what this is. Let's click on here as well. So they got good photos, 250 photos. That's awesome. Phone numbers there. They got the addresses there. So that means they're doing it from the actual location, which is good. They've got their product. They've got all of this. He gave me, let's see. Let's look at the reviews real quick. Owner is responsive. That's awesome. He's got a nice little template, so he responds quickly. The only thing is that if this business is still in operation, I would ask why haven't we got more recent reviews? A review 2 months ago. We need to be more on top of that. So, and then it's also really good that they've got pressure washing in the name. So then let's go to the actual website. So let's see here. Pressure washing services in Houston, Texas. So this could be a little bit better. We could be like pressure washing or like number one pressure washing service in Houston, Texas. Um, also, maybe having like a little form fill out on the right side would be a little bit better. Let's read the actual copy. Residential and commercial pressure washing, free estimates. Rated 5 stars. Get a free estimate. Pressure washing. So it's good that we're doing the pressure washing multiple times. Let's see. So what I just did is I right clicked, I view source, and I went and saw that they have pressure washing 75 times. So something else we can do is look at your competitors. Oh, that's a sponsored result. Whoops, just made them pay a few bucks. So we go over here and we right click view source, and we can see that for them, they have pressure washing 51 times, which is interesting. Some other things you can do is look at how many times are they saying pressure, because they also might be doing a combination. So they have pressure 429 times. What about wash? They have 62, and then with the verb tense, they have it less, which is interesting. How many times do they have wash? 578 times. That's interesting. So we go back to this site and we can see that they have pressure washing more times. It's not necessarily like a guaranteed ranking factor, but uh, using your keywords more often is going to tell Google more often, hey, what is this website about? Like, what am I supposed to be looking for? And then when we go to just washing for you, at 301 times, which is interesting. Let's look at your canonical. It has www. Your website has www, which is good. You have HTTPS, HTTPS. Something to consider is that if you don't, if you're, let's say your canonical has www, but you're when you visit the website, and Google doesn't do the www, what can end up happening is that Google will see two different versions of your site. It'll be the exact same version of your site, except that Google will have two different URLs. And so what Google thinks is that there's two pages that are identical, just with different URLs. And so what can happen is you can get like a duplicate content penalty. Something else to consider is that if you don't have the HTTPS, you have a HTTP version that Google is able to find somehow. what can end up happening is then you have four different versions of your website because you just have to think about all the different combinations. Also, something that's interesting is that if I go back here, so on your GMB, right? This is the same one. Yeah, on your GMB, you don't have the trailing slash, but your canonical tag, you have the trailing slash. So you might already be having kind of that issue that I'm talking about. You got the FAQ, you got the pressure washing, you got your city. That's nice. This section could be a little bit better. Is this a WordPress? What what website builder are you using? Using Yoast plugin. Yeah, it's WordPress. So I mean this section could be better. Definitely look into new website builders like uh you could make this way better easily. Good phone number. You hover over it, you can click it. What happens when we click this? Free pressure washing. Nice. Got a little picture of the owner. Get some more trust signals. We're able to see this. Call right now. This is good. Go back over here. This is good to have your reviews on here. But your GMB, you're missing 10. And I would look into updating your WordPress plugins. Areas served. I would ideally like if I could click these. Oh, and or have like little icons, like a little like a 3x3 icons, or not 3 by 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so actually a 3x3, 9 for to take be taking all of those. This is awesome. You've got the images, but do you have do you have alt text on? You do you do not have alt text. So something you can consider is adding more instances of your adding more instances of your keywords into your alt text. Be very verbose and descriptive of not only what is the image, but also in, like your service a lot in there too. Um, Web design SEO by Hazio. So you do have an SEO company. I would look into asking why the alt text is empty on some of these. Um, oh, so this one has it. So it looks like you just might not have it on all of them. Yeah, see with these, actually no, that's fine. So for the Google logos, you have different names, which is doesn't really make sense. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure what the idea behind that is. So for this image, you have pressure washing near me, which is awesome because you're getting that term frequency or that keyword in there a whole bunch of times. The only thing is that you can make this way more verbose. You could put a lot more in there. Like you could put pressure washing near me, Houston, Texas. We serve Houston, Texas, and we pressure washing. You know, I wouldn't say that, but you can definitely get a lot more in there, and you can also describe more of like uh, owner is pressure washing the curb for the service that we offer, which is pressure washing near me in front of a White House on the curb. You know, something a little bit more verbose. Let's see, go up here. This is also missing another alt tag, so that's just something else you can do. These are tiny little things, but they add up. What are some other things? So you have the privacy policy. Do you have a site? Probably do, because WordPress does it automatically for you. So it redirects to this. So you do have a sitemap. So you do have service areas, but they're not linked on your main site down here. Ideally, I would like to see some text right here to your service areas. So you do have all of these, which is interesting. I can see your thank you page. Interesting. So let's go through all of these and just see what's kind of going on. Let's just click all of these. A lot of services. So let's see, Houston lot, stripping. So you do stripping too. That's interesting. Is that on your homepage? Pressure washing service in Houston, pressure washing services, commercial pressure washing, industrial pressure washing. That's interesting. So I'm not sure if you're actually trying to rank for that service. Is it even on your GMB? Those are your reviews. 1 second. Let's see. Overview, commercial pressure washing, driveway, cleaning. So that's interesting. You don't have anything on your home page talking about this lot stripping. This does look like a secondary service that you offer, so I wouldn't be worried too much about it. But again, if you're looking to rank for it, I would have more instances. Is it even under your services? Yeah, I'm not sure what the idea behind this is, if you're actually trying to rank for this, or is this like just an old service you used to offer? But you ideally want Google to have an easier way of finding this other than the sitemap. So I would also put this under here. Um, Let me double read this real quick to make sure I'm not missing this. Yeah, I'm not sure why this isn't there. Um, is it under, so you have service areas down here, but you don't have service areas up there. I would ideally have pictures here or maps. Free estimate, more info. Okay, so I can't, so I see that I understand that you service the area, but there's no page that I can click to go here. So ideally, I would want to be able to click that and be taken to a service page. Let's see, pressure washing near me. So your URL select services, pressure washing near me, Houston, Texas, pressure washing. It's not pretty good. It's awesome. Your bold tagging, which is good. Your quality pressure washing LLC. Okay. Here's all your services. Okay, these actually link, which is good. Do you have the lot stripping here? I don't see the lot stripping there either. Driveway, truss signals, that's good. It's looking good. Ideally, I would have more photos. I would ideally what you can do is just have like a very similar structure. You can pretty much templatize and modulize like a lot of it. And what I mean by that is you can ideally almost have the same like page structure for each page. Um, you know, uniqueify it a little bit. But you can almost like have this exact same template for and just like it like 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 a couple times. Obviously have your nav and then your footer be the same across. But you can ideally just do this, and then it makes it really easy to kind of like change out the keywords you're targeting. Some other things to consider is that you don't necessarily have to SEO the main body content. You can leave this all for CTR or like conversion rate. And what you can do is you can find other locations or other ways of getting the necessary SEO into this page, like in an FAQ that nobody ever reads, or some other supplemental content. It doesn't necessarily have to be also the part that people read, if that makes sense. Let's see. Houston pressure washing, pressure washing. So this is pretty light in content. Maybe this just isn't a town you're going after. Also, there's no image. There's no background image for this one. Um, and you kind of do have what I said is that you have this template on the right side. Uh, but I would also do it for this as well on the left side. Let's see. So it looks like it's going to be the same across as that you do have it templatized. It's just pretty light content. So let's go to the next page. It's almost the exact same. Next page, almost exactly the same. Next page is almost exactly the same. Okay. So these are all pretty light in content. I would also, maybe you're not wanting to rank for these because you don't have any links to them from what I've seen so far. Actually, no, you have them here. Never mind. So some of these link to other commercial pressure. So some of these link to your other services, which makes sense because you do want to silo your content. And what that means is that you have like a page, and then like in the content, you have it linked to another page. But what you do is you kind of have it to where these link to each other, right? And it's almost like a silo. Um, but you don't ever link out to any other page. Or another most common way is that you do all of this, right? But you only have it to where all of these link back out to one page. And this is the page you're trying to rank. It's another siloing method, but it's interesting that your other service pages don't have links or any links to them in the body of the content. So these seem to be all the same, almost the exact same thing. We're just going to quickly go through this now. Almost the exact same thing, almost the exact same thing, almost the exact same thing, almost the exact same thing. Okay, let's just see. So this is your service areas. Oh, so you do actually have a link to it. It's just right there. My bad. Tile and grout cleaning. So here we go. We have a little bit more information. This could be way better. So let's see. Tile and grout. Let's see. So tile, grout. So something to consider is that you want to use the target keyword probably more than 11 times so that Google understands what the page is trying to target or what it's about. Because what you also have to consider is that you have other words. You have clean 96 times. So if you were to think of what does Google think this page means, it probably is talking more about cleaning than it is tile and grout. And so what you have to consider is that whenever someone goes to search for something, you're probably going to rank higher for cleaning than you would for tile and grout cleaning. So I would mention tile and grout more often than you are currently. Window cleaning, let's see, get the same thing. Window, yeah, cleaning. So you have it 19 times, and it's the same thing here. Also in your meta, you talk about commercial and grout cleaning for a window cleaning page, which doesn't match. It's going to be even more confusing. So you also do gutter cleaning, which is interesting. Is that even on your services? It is. Okay, so you actually have a link there, which is roof cleaning. Oops. Don't have roof cleaning on your services, so I would definitely add that there. It's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot more that could be done here. Let's see. Do these have alt text? No, you've got no alt text on these either. But again, it is your R work, so I mean, you're probably not looking to rank it. But ideally, Number one local pressure washing company in Houston. That's so your About Us has this. Your homepage should have this because your homepage is normally going to rank higher than your About Us page. I would also get the background image. This isn't just gray. So our services pages still doesn't have the line stripping. So I guess no, I guess this might be like a number one priority for you. You have the privacy policy, which is um, your admin is in your sitemap. So it shows me your author, which isn't like terrible, but there could be some information back here that we can gather, which isn't great. Um, but yeah, there's definitely a lot more you can do and a lot more to consider.